Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande Hare Hare.
Jai Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Parivaracharya Asvatara Sushima Apai Chandra Vrinda Kapiveran Maharaj Shri Prabhupada Ki Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrindam Ki Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhupada Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Shadi Guru Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopalna Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Shri Govardhan Ki Vrindavan Dharma Jamai Jamai Ki Jai Shri Bhakti Narasimha Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Shri Navadi Mayapur Dham Ki Jagannath Puri Purushottam Dham Ki Jai Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani Ki Shri Gonitai Ki Jai Gaura Premanand All service to the assembly All service to the assembly All service to the assembly of all service to Shri Guru Shri Gurana, all service to Shri Prabhupada. Shri Guru.
The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotion service. I bow down to his lotus feet with great honor and reverence. By his grace one can cross the ocean of material suffering and attain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words and movement from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fills all its sights. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him ecstatic remains. By him ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor, and the Lord and Master of the devotees. O Master, be merciful to us. Give us the shade of the lotus feet. May your fame spread all over the universe.
Padita Bhavana Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Patita Pavana Hetu Savaya Vachara Mosha samupatita Prabhu na paive patita pavana etu Tavaya Vatara Musamupatita Aha Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Shukri Kripa Boro Kanakoro Ami bolo duki Daya karo sitapati Advaita Gosai Tava Kripa Bhai Chaitanya Nita Aha Swarup Sanatana Rupa Raghunatha Bhata Jiva Prabhu Lokanatha Daya karo Acharya Prabhu Srinivasa Ramachandra Sangvamage Naruttama Dasa Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Nitai Gura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gura Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nitai Gura Hari Bol. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki, Grantara Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. So I've been asked to read from Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is the Madhya Lila chapter 7, the Lord's Tour of South India. I will be reading from beginning with text 131 and 132. Patiyaite devlaye rahe grame yandragaye bhikshakare shemahajane. Kune aiche riti taiche kaira savatani nilachari punaya naila gosani. Translation to text number 131 and 132. While on his tour, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would spend the night at the temple or on the roadside. Whenever he accepted food from a person, he would give him the same advice he gave to the Brahmana named Kurma. He adopted this process until he returned to Jagannath Puri from his South India tour. Text number 133. Ata evaiham harinam kariya vishtara emata janibe prabhuda sapratavyahara. Thus, I have described the Lord's behavior elaborately in the case of Kurma. In this way, you will know Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dealings throughout South India. Text number 134. Ei mata se ratritaha nirahila pratakare prabhusnana kariya chaliya. Thus, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would remain at night in one place, and the next morning after bathing, he would start again. Text number 135. Prabhura anuragi kurma pahudura ila prabhutane yatakari ghari pataila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, the Brahmana Kurma followed him a great distance, but eventually Lord Chaitanya took care to send him back home. Text number 136. Vasudeva Namayika Dvicha Mahashaya Sarvange Galita Kusta Tatekidamaya. There was also a Brahmana named Vasudeva who was a great person but was suffering from leprosy. Indeed, his body was filled with living worms. Text number 137. Anga haiti kada kasya padaya utana sekanda sekida rakishishtana. Although suffering from leprosy, the Brahmana Vasudeva was enlightened. As soon as one worm fell from his body, he would pick it up, and place it back again in the same location. Text number 138. Ratrite shunilatenu kosanira agama degi bari aila prabha kurmera bhavana. Then one night Vasudeva heard of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's arrival, and in the morning he came to see the Lord at the house of Kurma. Prabhu Ragamana Kurma Mukete Shunita Bhumite Padila Dukke Murchita Hana. When the leper Vasudeva came to Kurma's house to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was informed that the Lord had already left. The leper then fell to the ground unconscious. Text number 140. Anika prakara vilapa karite lagila sheshane ashi prabhutane angila. When Vasudeva, the leper Brahmana, was lamenting due to not being able to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord immediately returned to that spot and embraced him. Text number 141. Prabhu raspase dukkha sange kusta dure gela ananda sahite anga sundara haila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched him, both the leprosy and his distress went to a distant place. Indeed, Vasudeva's body became very beautiful to his great happiness. Text number 142. Prabhura Kripa Dehi Dhanna Vishmaya Hailamana Shlokapadi Puridari Karayishtabana. The Brahmana Vasudeva was astonished to behold the wonderful mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he began to recite a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam touching the Lord's lotus feet. 143. Kwaham daritra papiyan kwa Krishna Shriniketana Brahma Bandhur iti smaham bahubhyam parirambitaha. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also advised Vasudeva to preach about Krishna and thus liberate living entities. As a result, Krishna would very soon accept him as his devotee. Purport. Although Vasudeva Vipra was a leper and had suffered greatly, still, after Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cured him, he instructed him to preach Krishna consciousness. Indeed, the only return the Lord wanted was that Vasudeva preach the instructions of Krishna and liberate all beings, all human beings. That is the process of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Each and every member of this society was rescued from a very abominable condition, but now they are engaged in preaching the cult of Krishna consciousness. They are not only cured of the disease called materialism, but are also living a very happy life. Everyone accepts them as great devotees of Krishna, and their qualities are manifest in their very faces. If one wants to be recognized as a devotee by Krishna, he should take to preaching work, following the advice of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then one will undoubtedly attain the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya, of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the Lord Krishna himself without delay. Om Gyanati Mirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So here, this is the middle part of Chaitanya Charitamrita, which gives us the pastimes of the Lord when he was touring South India. So this is when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was based at Jagannath Puri. So from Jagannath Puri, he traveled to South India, passing many places, Kurmakshetra, Nishingakshetra, down to Tirupati. Yes. So most of you have been to those places. So Mahaprabhu, the reason why he went to South India, he was invited by two personalities, Venkatapata and Tapana Mishra, who were living in the south, and they were devotees of the Lord, but they were in places where there were not many devotees. They were dominated by the Mayavadis. So Mahaprabhu accepted the invitation, and then he traveled to South India. So on the way he met this Kurma Brahmana, whom he instructed. And also he met Vasudeva. I was just talking about the same Vasudeva yesterday, the place where I went to, I forgot the name. How the mercy of Krishna is also manifested through his devotees. I was giving an example of Vasudeva, how he was suffering. He was eaten by worms alive, but he was still hopeful. And then when he met Mahaprabhu, when he came to meet Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu had just left. And then Vasudeva became broken-hearted. This incident also happened in the life of Jesus Christ. So one lady had a disease, and she was thinking, if I get closer to Jesus and touch his garment, I will be cured. So in those days, Jesus was surrounded by so many disciples. But finally she got to sneak in and she touched the cloth of Jesus. And then those who were with Jesus, they began to chastise this sick lady. Jesus said, no, leave her alone. And he said, my dear daughter, your faith has cured you. And immediately, instantly, she became normal again. So we see that here also, that miracle here with Vasudev Datta, that he came to see Mahaprabhu with faith. And then upon being charged by Mahaprabhu, immediately he was relieved of his severe leprosy, and he became beautiful. And then when he regained his health, he wanted to repay Mahaprabhu. So then the Lord instructed him to preach the glories of Krishna. So in that way, Prabhupada is making a purport here that Prabhupada says, yes, that is the process of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Each and every member of this society was rescued from a very abominable condition, but now they are engaged in preaching the cult of Krishna consciousness. They are not only cured of the disease called materialism, but they are also living a very happy life. I thought this was very sweet, even though it may not be palatable to some of us, and it's a fact. I remember while I was traveling with one boy in East Africa. He's from Cape Town, South Africa, which is one of the beautiful cities in the world. Cape Town is like the abode of the demigods. You get the mountains, you can go to the sea in one place. It has two oceans, Indian Ocean and Atlantic. So people of Cape Town, they are very different. So this boy was traveling with me. He was telling me, he told me, you know, before I became a devotee, I was a party animal. And I was thinking, party animal, what type of animal is that? I never heard of a party animal. And then he began to explain to me that a party animal is someone who does not miss any party. He will know all the parties that are happening here in Zurich. You know, he has a list. You know, he will be seen in all the parties. I said, okay, that's what it's called, party animal. Okay. Such a title, party animal. Yes, I'm a party animal. You get a title. So, this is animal life. Prabhupada says, we were rescued from, of course, some devotees. But me, I've never been to any party in my life. Or a nightclub. I grew up going to the church. So I've never seen a nightclub. So I get to hear, when I came to school, people, you know, give their leelas, how they were party animals. Yes, party animal means absolute materialism. Yes. You become an expert in partying, that you get a title, a party animal. So Prabhupada says devotees of ISKCON, they were rescued from animal materialism. Yes. So in that way, when these people came in contact with Krishna consciousness, because they were looking for happiness, happiness in nightclubs, happiness in experimenting with drugs. Yeah, there are so many ways of finding happiness. So they found happiness in Krishna consciousness, in chanting the holy names, taking prasadam, and then because of that understanding that they've been saved from materialism, and they engage in distributing books and preaching to others about the glories of Krishna. That's what Prabhupada is saying here. Unless we are reminded of our previous situation, unless we accept that we were rescued, it becomes very difficult to preach. Because that's what propels us. That's what encourages us to also benefit others. It's a compassion. And that compassion comes from remembering that I was also rescued. So let me rescue others. So that way, as a result of that gratitude towards the spiritual master, especially for us, Srila Prabhupada, that's why we are preaching. Otherwise, we thought that we become slack, and then we end up thinking, okay, it wasn't that bad. The material world is not so bad. And as a result of that, we may lose focus and get sidetracked by the road shows of material life. We get sidetracked. But that focus that the devotee has, it arises from his compassion. And compassion is fueled by the understanding that I was also rescued. So Vasudeva, feeling that he had been rescued by Mahaprabhu, he wanted to rescue all other living entities. He told Mahaprabhu that let all the sinful reactions of all living entities in this world fall upon me so that they can be liberated. Mahaprabhu said, no, you don't have to take the sinful reactions of all the living entities. Just by your desire, they will be saved. So that way, this is the mode of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, we found that in the Adi Lila, that's 10th chapter, Adi Lila 10:7, when Krishnadas Kaviraj began to, in that chapter, he's giving us the list of Mahaprabhu's devotees who are the branches of Mahaprabhu. He began with this prayer, Vande Shri Krishna Prema Amara Darupiya. Saka Ganan, Saka Rupan, Bhakta Ganan, Krishna Prema Pala Padan. What he's saying is that I offer my obeisances to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the Prema Amara Daru Priya, the original tree of love of Godhead. And I also offer my respect to the devotees of the Lord who are the branches that are distributing the fruits of love. Very beautiful. So in that way, when you look at this Chaitanya tree, it has so many branches. And the International Society for Krishna Consciousness is one of those branches. That is why Prabhupada here is saying the ISKCON devotees who were also rescued from materialism, like Vasudeva, also have the duty to preach the glories of Krishna. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the original tree of love of Godhead. And we are the branches of that tree. So what the branches does, they produce more fruits and distribute to the living entities. Have you seen that? You found a tree with apples. What happened? When they are ripe, they fall down. When they fall down, they are eaten by animals like cows, beetles, insects, and many other living entities. So the devotees of the Lord are like that. They are like the branches of this tree, Chaitanya tree. Actually, our name, we are not Vaishnavas. We are Gaudiyas, because we are the followers of Mahaprabhu. Vaishnava refers to those who worship Lord Vishnu. So that's why the followers of Mahaprabhu are called Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Gaudiya come from Gauri, Srimati Radharani. So Mahaprabhu came in a mood of Srimati Radharani, also with the bodily features of Srimati Radharani. Why did Mahaprabhu come in this form? Krishna wanted to know or to test the devotion of Srimati Radharani. It is explained that Srimati Radharani is like a clay pot that contains fire. It's like, I don't know, here you don't use clay pots for making fire, of course. You have many, you have like nice heaters. But in a village, especially in India, they have clay pots that are used for making fire. Or you can take a can, a metallic can, oil can, and then you open it at the top, and then on the sides you can also open holes, so when you have fire inside, so that people can warm themselves. Yes, that's a village technology. So I've seen that also in many countries in Africa. People do that. They make fire, they put wood, and then they have a heater like that. Yes. So in the Srimati Radharani is like a heater that contains that fire of devotional service. So Krishna is one who enjoys, the fire with his hands. But the one who's trying to enjoy the fire from the heater, he enjoys the fire lesser than the heater itself, which contains the fire. So Srimati Radharani is the container of that fire of devotion service. So for Krishna, in order to understand, fully experience that devotion, which is contained by Srimati Radharani, for him, he had to become a devotee. So then, Lord Krishna decided to appear as Mahaprabhu. So when he appeared as Mahaprabhu, his friends also appeared. Like Vishaka took a form of Ramananda Rai. So when Mahaprabhu wanted to know more about the devotion of Srimati Radharani, he had to accept a guru. That guru was Vishaka in a form of Ramananda Rai. And then Mahaprabhu inquired, and then Ramananda Rai told him everything about Radhika Prema. So this is Mahaprabhu now coming as a devotee, wanting to learn about the devotion of Srimati Radharani. So and then after that, Mahaprabhu began to distribute that prema. So that's why it's called the original tree of love of Godhead. So Prabhupada gives an example that if we understand Mahaprabhu as a devotee in his mode of devotion, so that could help us to easily advance in devotion service. What Mahaprabhu is saying, he says, I'm not a Brahmin, I'm not Kshatriya, I'm not Vaishya, I'm not sannyas, I'm not grihastha, I'm not vanaprastha, I'm not brahmachari. What I am, Gopi Bhadu Kamala, Dasha Anudasha. I'm the seventh of the sevens of the sevens of Krishna, who is the master of the gopis. I am the seventh of sevens and seventh of the sevens of Lord Krishna, who is the master of the gopis. So in that way, the mode of Mahaprabhu is that of being a servant. So if we understand Mahaprabhu's devotional mode, it becomes easy to be a devotee. That's what Prabhupada said. Yes, because Mahaprabhu is the original tree of bhakti. That's why he's called Bhakta Rupa. He is a form of devotion, and Nityananda is Bhakta Swarupa, the expansion of that form of devotion. So that applies also to some of his associates in the Panchatattva. And their mode is only to give pure devotional service to all people. So we see Mahaprabhu, how he performs his pastimes. And here he's traveling in South India. He's meeting the Kurma Brahman. Now he's blessing Vasudeva, who was a leper. So when Mahaprabhu blessed this Vasudeva, by embracing him, the news went around. So one Muslim king, when he got the news, he said, this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he must be God. No one can embrace a leper. Only God can do that. Do you have people here who can embrace a leper? Huh? No. They can treat the leper, but no one can embrace the leper. So that can be done by someone very special. But embracing the leper, that's something extraordinary. And but Mahaprabhu embraced this Vasudeva. And then this Muslim king concluded that actually he must be God to do that. Nobody embraces lepers. It's just like during the, what I call COVID-19. I was in Mayapur. I was not sick, but I was just stuck there. So around, I think it was August, I was thinking somehow or other I must find a way out of India. The only flights that were available, they were in Bombay and Delhi. So in Kolkata, there was nothing, not even local flights. Somehow or other, I managed to go to Bombay to try and get some flight out of India. And then I called one devotee, one of my godbrothers in the congregation. You know, he told me, no, you can't come here. Don't come here. I said, why? He said, didn't you hear what happened to Bhakti Maharaj? And I was thinking, everyone is afraid, you know. no, where do I go? And then I called the temple. And then the vice president received my call. He said, no, don't come here. I was thinking, hey, where do I go? Everyone was just afraid. Yeah, and then I realized this COVID-19 is really serious. This thing of devotee care went out of the window. Everyone was trying to save himself. But, I was like so frustrated. I told him, Prabhu, I'm not going to go to your temple. I will just stay in the guest house until I get the next flight. I promise you. I'm not sick, but yeah, I'm not going to move around. I'll just lock myself in a guest room and just try to get some flights online, and then when I get the flight, I'll leave. I'm not going to, attend Mangalati or interact with you guys. Reluctantly, he agreed. And then I went to Mumbai. I was there, I think in September, and then I got a flight. It was difficult. It was like different. It's like, yeah, you can't come here. That's it. You are there, help yourself, otherwise don't come near us. But Mahaprabhu embraced the leper. So this is very special. Me, I was not sick. Yeah. They were so afraid of this disease that they could not even allow me in their temple. And I'm not sick. So, but Mahaprabhu, he embraced the leper. How magnanimous. Therefore we say, Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema. How do you say? Krishna Prema Padayati. Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Goratvishe Namo Namaha. This is Rupa Goswami. He says, you are the most magnanimous Lord. So that is Mahaprabhu, most magnanimous. That he embraced this leper. We will run away if someone comes into our midst with leprosy. It's a very serious disease. It's like, your fingers just comes out. They just melt. Basically, you are eaten by worms while you are alive. And here, one of the verses says this, that Vasudeva, there were worms eating his body. Sometimes they will fall down, he will pick them and put them back. So his leprosy was serious. But yet Mahaprabhu embraced him. Amazing. Only God can do that. Yeah, in that way, if we understand, Prabhupada said, if we understand the mood of Mahaprabhu, it becomes easy to be a devotee. What is the mood of Mahaprabhu? The mood is that of compassion. His great degree of compassion. That's what made him travel around South India and many other places. It was to benefit people. So in that way, we can learn from the examples of Gaura Hari. Of course, also his devotees like Srinivas Thakur, Vasudev Datta, Gadadhar Pandit. So these are the devotees that inspires us to go out and try to preach the message of Krishna consciousness. Actually, in Kali Yuga, there is nothing else. Everything else is just leading us to doom. It doesn't matter where you are, isn't it? Everything is just deteriorating in Kali Yuga. The qualities of people are becoming more and more disturbed. becoming more and more violent. We don't know when someone will decide to land bombs on our roofs. Yes, that's what's happening. There are so many demons now who have very, very advanced missiles, nuclear weapons. They're just waiting. When they are going to release them, we don't know. Isn't it? They don't even have to come here. Wherever they are, they just press the button. Okay, today we want to destroy Zurich. Bang. Finished. Or today is New York. Yeah, they just press a button. While everyone is getting ready, maybe to go to work, everything's just get flat. So Kali Yuga is very dangerous. But by the mercy of Mahaprabhu, we can survive any type of danger. Yes, because Mahaprabhu, he is a solution to all the problems of this world. When Prabhupada was asked, you go and preach by Siddhanta Saraswati, he said, we have so many problems. In India, we are occupied by the British. So our mission is to free India from the British. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati said, the problems of this world will never end. The politicians like your people who are trying to fight for independence will come and go. But this mission of Mahaprabhu is so important that it does not need to wait for any political change, because it's not dependent on who is ruling, who is not ruling. Yeah, and Prabhupada thought, oh yeah, this Swami is different. Immediately he realized he was different. And it's true what he said. Since that time, the politics of this world have no end. There are so many conflicts. It's just one conflict after the other. Yes. But the devotees of the Lord, they continue to chant Hare Krishna despite the challenges that they are facing in different countries. Yes. They continue. So Prabhupada was told, no, politicians come and go, but politics remain. And Prabhupada said, yes, it's true. And it's still, that statement is still relevant today. That the politics are always organizing, the politicians are always organizing politics. But everyone wants to be in power. And when he's in power, and then he, of course, will do the same thing. What the previous guys did, it's just in a different way. And then we carry on like that. But Krishna consciousness does not depend on material situations, because it's a direct process that was given by the Lord as the remedy to all the diseases of Kali Yuga. Especially the chanting of the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that is the medicine for all the problems of Kali Yuga. And I will beg to end here and see if you have any questions. Hare Krishna, Dina Dayal Prabhu. Dina Dayal Prabhu was my classmate when I was doing Bhakti Shastra some years ago. Yeah, nice to see you. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. My question was a small one. Why was it that Vasudeva Vipra, he was infected with leprosy in the first place?
How did he get leprosy in the first place?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It doesn't say here. Yes, I will find out. I will research and get back to you. Yes, I don't remember, because here it doesn't say. Just Mahaprabhu went to South India. It says that there was this Brahmana, Vasudev, who had leprosy. He wanted to meet him. Yeah, it doesn't say exactly how he got it. I will kind of like found out later. Okay, anybody else? Yes, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I don't know, maybe you already did because I came a little later, but maybe would you like to say a few words about His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj?
Oh, Gopal Krishna Maharaj, oh yes. Prabhu just told me that Gopal Krishna Maharaj passed on. And in the morning I saw a message requesting us to pray for him. He was in a critical condition. Gopal Krishna Maharaj is one of those stalwarts devotees in the movement. When he came to ISKCON, I think it was around maybe 1968, 69, he grew up in Canada, but he took birth in Delhi, and then the family moved to Canada when he was a child. And then he got his education. He did 2 MBAs, Masters of Business Management. And then he met the devotees in Canada and joined in the early days of ISKCON, late 60s. And then immediately Prabhupada made him the GPC, because he was already qualified managerial. So he became the first GPC for India, all India. And he was given a task to translate, or to get people to translate books in Indian languages. And he has been a pillar of BBT in India. Of course, he was given a task also to build, I think, about 12 temples in Delhi. He has achieved that. And yeah, he's just an incredible devotee. Many years ago, I used to see him from far. And then when I went to East Africa, where he's a GBC, I just realized he's just a different person. You know, when you go to his room, he sleeps on the floor, and then he will put his deities here, and then he will sleep here on the floor. He has like a carpet, you know, a carpet, and that he puts on the floor, he will sleep there. I was shocked. I said, yeah, this Maharaj is different. Yeah, it's just incredible. And yeah, when I got the news this morning, I felt so sad, because he's our GPC in East Africa. By his encouragement, today in Africa we have amazing temples. In 1989, Radha Bangi Bihari in Nairobi, where I stay, was going through a lot of financial problems. The devotees could not even buy, were unable even to buy flowers for the deities. And Gopal Krishna Maharaj sent one of his disciples to see what he can do. So that Prabhu came with his good wife, and then he started, you know, getting things done. First, he had to go and do books, and from book distribution, he got money to buy Radha Bihari, boga, and flowers. And then later on, he got an idea that maybe if we build a temple for the deities, something wonderful will happen. So then he got a team. He got his team, and then he started going around. And then finally, the temple was finished in 1994, was opened. A marble temple. Very, very big temple. So he built a temple within the same premises where Prabhupada installed Radha Bihari. And amazing guest house. And the book distribution became bigger. Nairobi became the biggest book distributor in Africa. Even now, they are the biggest, bigger than South Africa, Mauritius, and many other countries. That's all by the mercy of Gopal Krishna Maharaj. And then now they have a farm, Krishna Pararam, which was opened in 2018. When we opened that farm, we had only 6 cows. Now we have over 100, about 110. That's all the mercy of Gopal Krishna Maharaj. His excellent management and empowerment. I can just go on all day long. And somehow or other, Krishna has decided to withdraw him from us, and this is going to leave like a very big vacuum. Gopal Krishna Maharaj is just one of those individuals in our movement that is inspiring so many projects. Yeah. Building of the temples, book distribution, book publication. It's just amazing. His service to Prabhupada is just incredible. And we lost the pillar of our strength. But anyway, we are just here to pray to Krishna so that maybe Maharaj can continue to guide us, because what is important is Vani and Vapu. So his instructions will continue to inspire us. It's just like those difficult times sometimes. And like in India, you can go to South India, go to many places, and see how ISKCON is flourishing. It's because of the good management that was set up being developed by Gopal Krishna Maharaj over the years. India, his zones are very big on books, because of his inspiration. Because Prabhupada wanted book distribution. So then Gopal Krishna Maharaj took it to heart to encourage his disciples and his followers to do this service to Srila Prabhupada, book distribution, and it's incredible. Like in East Africa, we've been trying to preach for many years. And by the encouragement of Gopal Krishna Maharaj, now we have what they call Hare Krishna training centers, where we purchased a flat for university students. As a result of that, in Nairobi, we have something like 40 or 45 students who are staying in that building, getting trained in Krishna consciousness. As a result of that, we get devotees who are lawyers, devotees who are managers, we get devotees who are engineers, We have too many qualified people now from that program. Like when I left Nairobi this year, one of the boys in the ashram, he just got graduated with LLB. He's going to be a lawyer. And then he told me he didn't have money to pay for his license. I said, okay, I'll give you the money. I gave him the money, which, well, with European money is not a lot, but for them it's like a lot of money. Maybe in foreign currency, maybe just like maybe over $100. So I gave him that money. So that's because of Gopal Krishna Maharaj's good management that we are getting so many wonderful results. Also in Mombasa, which is a temple in the coast, one of his disciples built a new temple for Rukmin Dwarakadisa, just very close to the sea, with wonderful international guest house consisting of like 25 rooms. Yeah, all these projects are inspired by Gopal Krishna Maharaj, and as a result of that, in East Africa we have very wonderful temples. And so this is our gratitude to him, and we hope to continue wherever he left us. Thank you very much. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj ki, Shira Prabhupada ki. And then after that I just went to study. I did Bhakti studying most of the time. Yeah. And because I was tired of, I was on Rajamandal for 7 years. I got a lot of problems with my knees, and then I thought, let me go and study. And then I went to go courses. Now, I'm older now. I just look young. Yes, I'm a pensioner now. I'm just getting ready also to follow others. Yeah, but I'm still working. There's a new project that we're going to embark on in Africa, a village. We're going to be traveling village to village. One of my friends, Kapil, there is in my I met him last year in Mauritius, so he's a raising man. He needs something like $40 million for that project. So he just told me last week that he's getting there. And this is he wants us to like travel village to village. Yes. Do some festivals. Otherwise, now I just teach, and my other project that I'm doing is mountain meditation, where I do japa demonstrations, take students for retreats. I deal with universities and high schools. Yes. So I'm going to do another retreat in South Africa in summer, in September. After that, I'm going to East Africa, Nairobi. We have a retreat in October. been going to Brazil since 2012. Yeah, I like South Americans. They are easy going. Yeah.
We were touring the years.
Were you in Brazil?
Yes.
Yeah, he was in South Africa recently. Last month
Yeah.
in Brunei. I think he's still there. I saw he was doing a lot of programs in Johannesburg.
In London.
He's in London.
He moves us.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, in Maharaj, when I joined, he was our main inspiration. That time he was not a Guru. He used to do Kirtan, Harina, sit down, Kirtan, and then after that he would buy ice cream for all of us in Kansas. Yeah, it's very cool. And I was telling him I met him in Soweto about that. He was leading the procession. Maharaj, which was amazing. When I was at party, we didn't get that. I feel like an old man now, but you're still, you're still energetic, just as you were. Him and beautiful Maharaj, yeah, very strong. Yeah, so I used to be with them one time. And one day the Maharaj taught me, he called me and said, let's go and camp in villages. You know, at the time we had a van like here you get these motorhomes. But that motorhome was made by my term president, just bought a truck and then it got made like that. So then we traveled from remote African villages. And we found a school there, and then we sleep in the school, and the next day we will cook a big pot of khichdi, and then we will eat it. And then we eat the same khichdi, and then move to another village. Yeah. And he's the one that introduced me to this kind of outdoor program, but to this day I like that. Program, small festivals outdoor, so it's very good. And then after that he went to Brazil, Amazon, and then Holland. Yeah. His way of preaching always inspires me because he's just an outdoor.
Yeah, massive.
It's just incredible. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We are friends at age.
Oh, on Facebook. Okay.
Do you like papaya?
Papaya.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you grow papaya here in Zurich?
Most likely.
So what language are you speaking?
What?
You are from
I'm from Estonia.
Estonia.
Here, mostly English, but I can manage with German as well.
German, yes, in Russia also. Russian.
Yeah, Russian as well, yeah.
Okay. How did you learn German?
Sometimes learning from an app from the phone,
From the phone.
words, and of course the practice here
Okay.
in the daily life you can
Yeah.
also learn.
Yes,
I changed ashram 1 year ago. It's coming to 23 years. And then
How old are you now?
45.
45. Okay.
Somehow my destiny took me to this path.
Yeah.
And
No, 45 is not old. Just nowadays, 45 is not at that advanced age.
Yeah.
55. That's okay.
Puro Maharaj best. It's good for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Purification.
It's good for us. Yeah, it's good. 45. I was 45 in 2004. No, 2003.
Oh wow.
Yes.
When we were studying, you were already past
I
that
was,
age.
yeah, when we were studying, I was 40. I was 46 also.
Amazing.
been a sannyas for 16 years. Next year will be 17 years. It's a difficult ashram. It's like when you are outside, everything looks rosy. But when it becomes like, how did I get myself? Yeah, it's like everyone now is watching you. It's like, there's so many critics of sannyasis now. In every corner now, you don't know it's like, whereas as a brahmachari I was free, no one was targeting me.
Yeah, you're constantly observing.
Yeah. So then, as a result of that, you always learn to improve. You always learn. But critics are just, they are just on you. So then I decided, okay, let me change those. Try to be more reserved, not too much in the limelight. Yeah, and then, so now that's what I do. Like I don't post a lot on Facebook, and I don't post so many. Like I can check the dates I post there. Not myself, what I'm doing now. I keep that to myself.
Critics take advantage of that.
Yeah, what is happening is this kind of, you say, a habit which is very fashionable of criticizing sannyasis. So you get these people who are just envious of sannyasis, even if you have done nothing, but they will find something. It's just like I was, and then during COVID, I stayed with one of my friends. So then he called another god brother of mine, who is like kind of real now. And then when he came, we were drinking the hot ginger. So he took my photo and put it on Facebook, said I was drinking tea with him. So I asked this guy, why did you invite him to come and see me? And just realized this guy also, he is now inclined towards becoming a Reiki. That other friend of mine. And that's realized, I don't want to see that. Yeah. So it's like that now in Scotland, that these people who are just fault hunters.
Yes.
Even when there are no faults, they just hunt them down. They have cameras to take photos.
That's not nice, but I have to deal with it.
When you have sannyas, you have to deal with it. It's just the way people are because they are disgruntled, and now they have developed this hate for anyone who's in a position of authority, GPC, sannyas. Yeah, so there's a lot of people that are growing in that direction. So it makes our lives very, very difficult. Yeah. Now, you have to be careful in your interaction with people because we don't know who are these people. Just people who are just handing us down. general knowledge, just like people. A devotee who is a mathematician, he can teach maths in school or give a recipe. Even though he's a brahmachari, he's a person who has knowledge in marketing. And this person knowledge is just general knowledge. It's nothing to against the book themselves. I was very impressed by that because, yeah, it's like there are some people just control deficits.
The Bhakti Narasimha he approved?
He approved it. No, it's just general knowledge.
Yes.
It's just like a Brahman will teach.
Yeah.
They teach astronomy.
Yeah.
Some Brahmanas teach martial art.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with knowledge.
Right.
He is in a position to teach knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not like demoniac.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not promoting alcohol, he's not promoting just knowledge. Yeah.
Amazing what you have to do.
So the way he's doing, I like that. Yeah, he's really.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just general knowledge. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, very so good.
Yeah, a Brahman can teach science. He can teach astronomy. He can teach Ayurveda, science, medicine. He can teach martial art. It's just knowledge. It's not what we teach. Yeah, the knowledge. It's not against devotional service to teach knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah. It's nothing against devotional. Yeah, but it was a little tonight. The way he thinks is different. It's not like, okay, let's cut this guy's throat.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have to go back to Mars. Yeah.
He wouldn't be able to inspire so many people if he.
Yes. So I like his kind of style of management. Yeah, he's not a person who listens to people and then decide, okay, this guy should be cut off. No. He has his own thinking, and then he will observe